Reginald Gloverson, A Mormon Romance by Artemus Ward. Chapter 1. The Mormon's Departure. The morning on which Reginald Gloverson was to leave Great Salt Lake City with a mule train dawned beautifully. Reginald Gloverson was a young and thrifty Mormon, with an interesting family of 20 young and handsome wives. His unions had never been blessed with children, as often as once a year he used to go to Omaha in Nebraska with a mule train for goods. But although he had performed the rather perilous journey many times with entire safety, his heart was strangely sad on this particular morning, and filled with gloomy forebodings. The time for his departure had arrived. The high-spirited mules were at the door, impatiently champing their bits. The Mormon stood sadly amongst his weeping wives. "Dearest ones," he says, "I am singularly sad at heart this morning, but do not let this depress you. The journey is a perilous one, but sure, I have always come back safely heretofore, and why should I fear? Besides, I know that every night, as I lay down on the broad starlit prairie, your bright faces will come to me in my dreams, and make my slumbers sweet and gentle. You, Emily, with your mild blue eyes, and you, Henrietta, with your splendid black hair, and you, Nellie, with your hair so brightly, beautifully golden, and you, Molly, with your cheeks so downy, and you, Betsy, with your wine-red lips, far more delicious, though, than any wine I have ever tasted, and you, Maria, with your winsome voice, and you, Susan, with your, that is to say, with your, and the other 13 of you, each so good and beautiful, will come to me in sweet dreams, will you not, dearest?" "Our own," they lovingly chimed, "we will." "And so farewell," cried Reginald. "Come to my arms, my own," he said. "That is, as many of you as can do it conveniently at once, for I must away." He folded several of them to his throbbing breast and drove sadly away. But he had not gone far when the trace of the off-hind mule became unhitched. Dismounting, he essayed to adjust the trace, but ere he had fairly commenced the task, the mule, a singularly refractory animal, snorted wildly and kicked Reginald frightfully in the stomach. He arose with difficulty and tottered feebly towards his mother's house, which was nearby, falling dead in her yard, with the remark, "Dear mother, I've come home to die." "So I see," she said. "Where's the mules?" Alas, Reginald Gloverson could give no answer. In vain the heart-stricken mother threw herself upon the inanimate form, crying, "Oh, my son, only tell me where the mules are, and then you may die if you want to." In vain, though, in vain. Reginald had passed on.